Hey there folks, welcome back to Let's Play Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 on the Mysterious JG. We've got one item that we need to get in the kitchens, and we have another item that we need to get in a library of sorts, and that's really it. So I am going to put the fact aside until we finish this act, because I don't know how much it bothers you guys, if it bothers you at all, if anyone's watching this LP. But I do feel bad about checking the facts in mid-OP, but I'm also not memorizing everything. And I do kind of want to make sure that I find most of the important items. So this is fairly obvious setup. They pointed out that this window is here. I would have to assume we are supposed to smash through it in an act of super badass sacrilege. Oh, it's not showing a religious image, so we're good to go. And let's go. Badass. Oh, great. So my level 1 Yushi just didn't go at all, huh? Traditional strategy is to take out the weakest enemy first and use their essence to do a UT. I'm going to just kind of make sure I get rid of this werewolf. And great, I didn't get to use his essence. He would not have been the weakest enemy in this group by any stretch, but every time I try to charge up a UT, something happens. And I didn't use it on the werewolf, really. The werewolf didn't get caught with any of that ultimate combo, huh? Well, health was a good thing to get at that point. Let's check and see if there's cool shit going on at the altar. Altered beasts. Altar in a big old temple that's been taken over by the forces of darkness seems like some place where there would be cool shit going down, but apparently not today. But there's a dead guy. Inukoma's Notebook, March 18th. I go forth with the resolve, knowing that death surely awaits me. My fate shall be no different than that of the brave souls who lie at rest beneath the plains at the foot of Mount Fuji. Countless swords plunged in the ground to serve as gravestones at this, the graveyard of the Black Spider. March 25th. It's my dad's birthday. I fight not for justice, not for evil. I only refuse to deviate from my destined path. April 2nd, after April Fool's. I find it hard to believe that a man as powerful as Master Genshin would allow himself to be treated as a pawn by the fiends. While it is true that our clan is distantly related to the fiend bloodline, I cannot help but wonder if it is proper for us to assist them like this. I am as close to an apprentice of Master Genshin as anyone in our clan, and the more I learn of him, the more he puzzles me. April 13th. I do not agree with the elder Koshimaru. Koshimaru may have the inner eye, but the Master Genshin that I know is not afraid of anything. He is confident in his vast power. Nothing can face him. April 15th. I found Hachijuro collapsed on the ground after suffering a grievous injury. I forcibly fed him the last of my herb of spiritual life. I hope that he might survive, just as I know that he may not. Just as I know that I may soon suffer the same fate. April 16th. What a poor fortune. Attacked from behind by a lesser fiend. Though they lack intelligence, they make up for it with their irrepressible ferocity. That pitbull-like tenacity that makes them legendary. It appears to be instinct for them to attack humans. This is fiend territory. I knew that something like this could happen at any time. It pains me to know that I will leave this world without even laying a finger on the Dragon Ninja. I'm beginning to lose all strength in my hands. Not sure what that is. Can't get in there, so I guess we're going into the furnace. That seems like a bad idea. Ah, fudge. Well, this does look like the kitchen. There was a ladder over there, which was maybe where... Say, if another fiend shows up, then I should have done a UT, but I didn't see one. Okay, well this is the kitchen, so I'm supposed to be looking for an item in here. It should be set up so that if I smash containers, it will appear. There we go. Back to the gods. Alright. I want to see if we can get back out of here because it seemed like... Is this where we fell down? Yeah, I guess we can't get back up. It seemed like there was a ladder. I should have gone up there and explored. We might have missed something, but it'd be okay. It wasn't... If we missed something, it wasn't going to be like a crystal skull. Man, that same old mode. Let's see if I can kill a few enemies before we use the save point. Just hope the door doesn't close behind us again. It won't if I don't let it. If I keep checking it. And that's probably the other side of the door that we found before that we couldn't open. Alright, well I'm getting nervous about these doors closing because those are very much animated in such a way that they could just spontaneously close behind you, and what good would that do us? I have got to remember if we get to the boss in this video to use my freaking ninpo. Follow me in here, guys. I'm more comfortable here for some reason. There you go. That's some ninpo, right? Ooh, 38,000. Yeah, I got some ninpo for that. Or the karma, whatever. Oh, I bitch about it, how the fact makes it sound so easy, and I have a hard time getting the UTs to work, but you get them to work, and charged up to like level 3, they're pretty good. Run for it, run. Damn. Good run going there without taking a hit. Wasn't the full powered one, but it was better than nothing. Not 100% sure which way I should be going. But what did I say? In the library, there's something we need to get. Seems like we can't probably proceed without going through the library. If I'm wrong about that, we could well miss something important. Oh, okay, I see. It was a good idea to come back and check, because this is just hot eats, cool treats, little minor treasures. You say cool treats, that's like my new code word for loot that is not going to be a game changer. See, it seems like there might be a library beyond that door. I don't know. So I like the fact that they lay it out like a castle where there's different rooms beyond them. Like, it's a linear level where you have to go a certain path, but at least they they make it look like a real building where there's places that are not, you will not be going in during your adventure, but it's not just a castle which for some reason only has 4 rooms that you visit. I was trying to set up a UT. Yeah, I know. I've been reading the dang facts, so I'm suddenly using freaking gamer slang for techniques in this game. That worked out okay. So it looks like this is a portal. I'm sorry, I want to check and make sure you're supposed to go through this portal before you get the crystal skull. The Room of the Knights, a new chest appears. Looks like the PlayStation and Xbox versions are different because this is saying I'm going to get the Kursai Gama here, which I already got. Instead I got, oh, Tonfa, a powerful martial arts weapon originating from Okinawa. Apparently, if you know what you're doing, from what I was reading on GameFAQs, this is like the best weapon in the game other than the fully leveled up dragon sword that you can only get by going certain ways in the plot. Like if you know what you're doing, but of course I don't. I consider it a lame weapon because I associate it with Sun Tzu from Dynasty Warriors, and even though Sun Tzu was a pretty big badass in history, his Dynasty Warriors counterpart's pretty big dink. The Tonfa is a representative weapon of the ancient Ryukyu martial arts, developed in what are now the islands of Okinawa, which is why it's strange that Sun Tzu had them in 200 BC China. Although Tonfa have a short reach, they're extremely fast and can be used for both offense and defense. This versatility has led Western countries to adapt Tonfa into police nightsticks. The striking surfaces of these particular Tonfa have been plated with high-density, super-hard tungsten carbide to enhance impact damage while maintaining their compact size. Because the Tonfa lack blades, they are incapable of cutting attacks, but they make up for this in their ability to pulverize human flesh. These specifically modified Tonfa are so much heavier than typical Tonfa that only the most talented martial artists are even capable of spinning them. Well, that's good and all, but... Oh, and they would not let us advance without getting them. So this is really what we probably should have leveled up to level 2. For now, though, we need to be paying attention to... I just figured enemies would pop up when we stepped out that little bit forward. Oh, did we come in a little circle? Are we back where we were? Well, this door is closed. That had been what led to the kitchen. Now this door is open. I believe it was shut before. No, this is where we came from. So I guess it means one of the doors upstairs must have opened. Or were there doors upstairs? Whoa, there's certainly enemies here now. So far, I have not taken damage from these guys. I'm impressed by myself. And then, oh, fudge. Oh, I forgot to plug my headset back in. Now, the last time that happened, everything worked out okay, so I won't start splitting the video up. I might want to just stand a little closer to my laptop microphone. Right up until the end there, I was doing okay. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about my commentary track taking because I forgot to plug my headset mic in, and it seems like it's okay picking me up from the laptop mic, although I don't think the quality is as good. But I guess I'll just, I guess I'll finish up. Maybe I'll heal and save and take a quick break to see if any fixes need to be made. Alright folks, welcome back. I got my headset in now, even though it sounds okay when I don't. Hopefully I won't be making things more difficult to mix later, but I've got the dryer running. I just don't want to pick up a whole bunch of weird background noise. So I guess I'm recording about 13 minutes worth of content roughly as we continue to fight our way towards a showdown with Wolf, the greater fiend of storms. It's just a bad, bad dude with a bad, bad attitude. And I was trying to charge up a UT and it didn't go, really didn't go anywhere. I'm off to an awful start in this little showdown. Probably should have taken a health instead of what I did, but it worked out okay. I want to try to get up to the same level of karma that we had before I had to buy a Talisman of Rebirth. Because that feels like one of my bigger fails. Beyond, you know, a lot of very silly looking falling. Here we go. One of these bookshelves will reveal a crystal skull when we're done knocking shit off of it, and it's this one. So that should bring us up to 15, and that should also bring us to the point where I don't have to worry about items. I can just explore and get to the boss, and maybe we can even finish this chapter in this video. That would be nice. Actually, the next chapter I found out, it came a little faster than I was expecting. Our next chapter is our next break from Ryu as we get to play as Rachel for what I'm sure will be a very short chapter. And I'm thinking that might be a good point to call it a session, so that I can, the next time I play, it's weird, like step away from the game and then come back to a break from regular gameplay. But no, still for whatever reason, I'm thinking that I will take a break and come back and play as Rachel. Apropos of nothing, I actually really should have played some Red Dead Redemption today, but this was what I was in the mood for. I don't know that I'll have time to play some Red Dead Redemption after finishing my Ninja Gaiden play, but who knows. Wouldn't that be a great team up? John Marston and Ryu Hayabusa working together to destroy all the demons of the Old West. Awesome. Won't even let me get out of the fireplace, eh? Come on, I was evading. I swear I was. Oh, I was evading there too. I picked exactly the wrong time to stop. Probably should have gotten that blue health orb instead of using it to trigger a UT, but hindsight's 20/20. Oh boy, a whole bunch more of you, huh? Cool. Gave me blue karma orb. That's what I needed there. Really have to climb up another fireplace? There's no regular doors in and out of these places. Seriously, look at the architecture here. We came into this room by jumping up into the fireplace and end up in a room that only has one door. That door leads to a room whose only door is the one we just came through and has a fireplace. Who the fuck lived here? Is this Santa Claus's mansion? Or castle? He routinely travels by fireplace? Oh, whatever. I guess I didn't need to be that worried about my health. Because I will go ahead and use the statue in the first time when I think I'm going to be doing a lot of pole jumping to get back to it. Feels like we're probably not meant to backtrack here. Boy, these guys like a pose. They love to set themselves up so that I can't see what the fuck's going on. Damn it. I know there was more of you. Wasn't there more of you? I hate having one of these charged up and no one to use it on. Oh, Muramasa statue. Oh, and a missed jump. But they didn't really make you pay too heavy a price for it. I don't know what I want with the Muramasa statue anyway, unless I feel like buying a very low-end healing item. Like using one and then buying one. Oh, well, there you go. This is probably Ninpo. No, it's just straight up regular old karma. Well, now I really have nothing to buy from him. Unless I'm gravely mistaken, and I'm not. If I can avoid using a rebirth talisman against this boss, I should be back in decent financial states. I'm thinking it really feels like we must be closing in on this boss now, right? Is that the feeling you guys get? Like, might be... Or there might be a hell of a lot more to go. I don't know. I just... Impressive.
Human like you made it this far is worthy of praise.
Why, thank you. I'm no human. I'm a ninja. Some say ninjas are superhuman.
Not here.
Oh, let's go. Let's take a bus. Let's carpool, buddy. It's good for the environment. I know you fiends care about the environment.
Come, we will fight on the sacred battleground of the Colosseum.
Sounds fine. He seems like a pretty fair-minded guy, other than the fact that he created massive storms and ordered his werewolves to kill all the innocents. And he wants you to fight a billion of his minions before you fight him. That doesn't seem fair. Although he was earlier talking about how shitty his own minions are, so he apparently doesn't really believe in them. This sucks. I was trying to charge a UT and I got myself. Well, come on! I used the freaking UT and I just like sat there. Oh, I need that blue essence. Even though it would be nice to get it. It would give me a quick UT. I keep waiting until they get close enough and then get countered instead. Now, if you drop some health, that would be lovely. I've prepared a battlefield for us to fight with honor. First, here's a bunch of my lower level lackeys to just kind of soften you up a bit so that I have an easier time with you in the battle of ultimate honor and dignity. Oh boy, doing that voice was bothering me. I get to get a little drink. Oh, we don't understand why you haven't been doing the werewolf voice, Daddy. Rick and Slopes need love too, baby. Oh, come on, passionate arrow. Look past your disdain for werewolves. Oh, the secret path. It is not letting me move the camera for some reason. Yeah, passionate arrow. Was it passionate arrow or passionate Midori? Either way, Errol's one of her dislikes was Rick and Slopes, which we can only assume is supposed to be, and by we I mean me and Bobo, people who care about Evil Zone, can only assume it was supposed to be lycanthropes, but it came out Rick and Slopes. So I'm gonna fight you now. You got more. That's right, Maria's turned into a werewolf, Daddy. I better check and make sure my Nimpo is equipped, because I'm actually going to try to use it now. I bet you it's still not time to fight him. Well, we've seen a whole bunch of doors that we already explored are open. There is another way inside. We've been there. Alright, so where's this Coliseum we're supposed to go to? You jerks! Are you serious with this shit? Where the fuck were you when I was wandering around? Ugh. And you don't even have a head, so stop. I was trying to make jokes about werewolves and wonder about coliseums. You guys just kind of freaking appeared in an area that had been cleared. Cleared. You don't get to do that. Oh, the drawbridge is down. So this is the way to go here. There were no enemies here, or there was no way to come here before. And this is not where I thought it was. I thought we were on the other side of this building shooting arrows and getting a little pathway that gave us a life with 1,000 gods, whatever. That is not the case. This is a whole different zone. With vaguely hidden treasure chests. Vaguely hidden because I just wasn't paying that much attention. Suddenly I was like, oh shoot, there's a treasure chest. Oh wow, a whole crowd of werewolves. This should be good.
Behold! Observe closely this human. Do not be deceived by his delicate appearance.
He has 2 hidden werewolf arms. It's the greatest event that we've had since that marriage to one of our. Do you want me to shoot it? Do you want me to pass it? Can you smell what the wolf is cooking? That did nothing. Oops. Okay, not doing so well so far. Alright, so if there's a time to use that Nympho, it wasn't there. Yeah, well, so far so good. Okay, didn't manage to evade that one. Didn't manage to evade any of that either. Switch up which healing items I use in case we get some in a treasure chest somewhere. Oh, I missed that. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Coming in here, combo. I think we got him. By Jove, I think we got him. What the fuck, man? I'm supposed to be better than this. They made a big deal about me. It's the Montreal screw job all over again. Quick, get to the back. Heartbreak Kid Ryu Hayabusa. Oh, here we go. Got a fancy new weapon to play with. The Eclipse Scythe. A giant scythe handed down in the lycanthrope tribe of beings. This gigantic scythe has long been a prized weapon among the lycanthrope tribe of beings. Inspired by the natural phenomenon of solar eclipse, it was born from an ancient rite of sacrifice. When the king of an ancient lycanthrope tribe was overthrown, his body was tossed into a vat of molten Wuchs steel, also known as Damascus steel, from which the scythe was forged. After being hammered into shape, the blade was quenched by repeatedly plunging it into the flesh of living humans. It is said that it took a full 9 days for the scythe to completely not school. One would think that the characteristic Damascus steel patterning would be visible on the scythe's surface, but for whatever reason, no such texture is found. Techniques, basically just slamming the square button. So it's a one-hit wonder UT. Come on, don't know. I can't. Fucking. That's not right. I got past the boss and not past this? Ugh. I'm back up to 52. Oh, that's just annoying. I guess this wasn't the right time to start learning a new weapon. Man, do I want to go with that? I guess I will. Freaking beat the boss and then lose to the regular dudes. And there's Sonya. Just butchering lycanthropes. Man, if only we could equip a fully powered up level 3 helicopter like Sonya has. I am so pissed off about that. I beat Wolf and looked okay doing it, and then freaking that happened. Once you get caught in that freaking I mean, I guess it's fair that you wouldn't be able to get out of the combo, but why is it punishing you by not letting you hit start and heal? I guess maybe I can do it through the button commands, and it won't let you go to the menu during that. I guess I need to find that out the next time it happens. Do a new save slot in case I really want to go back and try to do that better, but that was frustrating. Well, now this video has gone over in length, so we're just going to call it right now, and when we come back, we will see the next bit of plot. But there's something I wanted to say. It's better to burn on the fadeaway. Now, there's something I wanted to mention about Sonya, because I was going to wait and let it reveal itself. It's something that was, quote, spoiled for me by the Ninja Gaiden wiki when I was reading it. But now I'm not even sure if it's a spoiler, because I'm not sure if it's true or if it's just the Ninja Gaiden wiki being ridiculous. Let's put it this way. I played through Ninja Gaiden Razor's Edge, and Sonya appears as a character only in Ayane's little brief story interlude. She's not a character in the regular story. And she appears throughout this game, and as you will not be shocked to find she's positioned as Ryu's love interest, but only to the extent that Rachel was in the first game. In that she's she's eventually put in a position where she needs to be rescued. She was already rescued by Ryu once, etc. But the Ninja Gaiden wiki said, because what happened was I looked up Irene Liu in the Ninja Gaiden wiki to read about how she was eliminated at M3SH, and it pulled up a picture of Sonya. And I was like, what the fuck? And it says redirects, so I redirected from Irene Liu, Sonya. And then you scroll down, and it shows pictures of Irene from the original Ninja Gaiden series, and it shows pictures of this character as being her Ninja Gaiden, new series, modern series equivalent. I was like, what? Okay, again, at the beginning she says she's a CIA agent, and Irene Liu is a CIA agent, but that's pretty much it. Irene Liu is kind of a normal-ish woman, except that, she's a CIA agent. She wore a suit, and she carried a gun. And she shot you with a knockout dart at one point. But otherwise, she was basically kind of normal, whereas this character's going around wearing skin-tight fetish gear and piloting helicopters and being crazy badass, except when the plot demands that she be a helpless victim for Ryu to save, much like Rachel. Super badass until the plot needs Ryu to rescue the girl. So I'm like, where the hell did they get off saying that they're the same character? And I was waiting for it to happen in this game, and I was going to react to it appropriately. But then, at some point, I went back to the article and read it again, and it says this is apparently something that comes out of dialogue in Dead or Alive, some Dead or Alive game for home systems, some kind of offshoot non-main series Dead or Alive game. I could be wrong about that. Dead or Alive purists will know. But no, apparently it never comes up in dialogue in this game that she's supposed to be the same character as Irene. But they later on do decide that it's supposed to be the same character as Irene. So I'm like, what? Anyway, folks, that'll be fun. If I finish the Sigma games and want more Ninja Gaiden, I can play the Ninja Gaiden games of the NES and act like they're set after the Sigma games, and we'll have a lot of fun with them. It's like, Irene, wow, you've changed your hair, Sonya. You're no longer flying helicopters. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. When we come back, I may or may not play from save data and avoid losing that Rebirth Talisman, because that's bothering me. But honestly, I think we can afford to buy a new one. It'll be okay. I think we got enough karma playing through that chapter to actually pay for a new Rebirth Talisman, because, I'm mostly playing this through to see the story and have some fun, button smash fun. But when you play on the lower difficulty level where the enemies aren't quite as difficult and the items are a bit cheaper, it seems like we can probably afford to burn through a couple of Rebirth Talismans before this game is over. And I wonder if I had not had a Rebirth Talisman and I'd gotten past Wolf without needing it, what would have happened if I died against those werewolves after? If I would have continued from that point? I don't know. I do not know. Anyway, guys, tune in next time for